Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here again at the National Weather Service office in Pocatello with your weather hazard briefing for Thursday, September 19th. Key points for today, for the next several days, Southeast Idaho is actually going to remain positioned kind of right in between three different low pressure systems. And as of right now, none of these low pressure systems are expected to be close enough to our area to really result in any significant weather impacts. So that trend that we've been talking about over the last few days toward quieter weather, drier weather, maybe slightly warmer weather, all of that remains the main story here as we proceed into the weekend and even into early next week. So the results of this: dry, mostly sunny, clear conditions, low impact weather, only light winds out there. May see a little bit of patchy fog out there this morning, similar to what we saw yesterday. We've seen that on a few webcams this morning. So certainly slow down if you encounter any of that as you're headed out. But other than that, not a lot to talk about on the weather side of things. And our overall confidence in the forecast, medium to high at this point, as we continue to see that strong trend in the models toward, well, this scenario. Weather risk outlook here, breaking it down over the next 5 days by geographic area. There's that patchy morning fog from portions of the Snake Plain up into some of the eastern and northeastern highlands, particularly up toward Fremont County. May see a little bit of this activity through about 11 a.m. this morning, but outside of that, you can see the text has vanished. The wording of showers here for a few areas into Friday, into Saturday, into Sunday is gone. We will have to watch Monday, maybe just a few light showers, particularly up across the northeast highlands. We'll see how the models trend with that here as we go over the next few days. But other than that, not looking at any weather hazards across southeast Idaho here for the time being. No watches, warnings, advisories in effect this morning. Current satellite loop showing much less cloud cover than what we were showing you yesterday morning. And once again, if you see these blue shaded areas that are running around here, particularly up toward the Island Park area, east of Idaho Falls and Pocatello, that's a little bit of low cloud cover out there early this morning. Maybe some fog as well being picked up by the satellite loop. But outside of that, a few higher clouds here in white, but mostly clear conditions across a decent chunk of the Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies as we remain, again, kind of in between systems here. Radar loop this morning also very quiet, nothing happening out there as far as precipitation. Severe weather outlook today, all clear, no severe weather, no thunderstorms expected. Same for excessive rainfall, no hazards out there to report. And as we go into Friday, same thing, no severe weather concerns, no flash flood concerns, no precipitation to speak of here across our southeast Idaho forecast area. So I'm going to try something a little bit different here for the briefing this morning. Instead of just showing you the temperature map day by day here for the next several days, I want to kind of focus in on the trends that we're expecting here over the next 5 to 7 days. And I'm going to do this using these tables of temperatures and these tables of numbers. You may have seen these on social media. We do share them quite frequently there. We're going to start here with forecast high temperatures. So down the left side of the image here is a list of cities. You can pick out a city that's near you. And as you go across the top here, you can see we're labeled by day. So we start here Thursday the 19th, that's today, and we go all the way out to next Thursday the 26th. And this is our high temperature forecast for each city. And what I want you to notice here is as we look out through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, this whole first 6 days here on the chart, not a lot of change to these temperatures. You can see lots of 60s, some low 70s, a couple spots like Pocatello and Preston, maybe getting up to about 73 to 75 degrees, but there's no major trend here. There's not significant warming, significant cooling, fairly straightforward stagnant pattern here to our temperatures. Now, as you get out toward Wednesday and Thursday, these last two columns of the table, and this is true across pretty much all of the cities we have listed here, starting to see a little bit more warming. And we're going to look at the outlooks here, the 6 to 10 day, the 8 to 14 day outlooks here in just a moment that are also supporting this, but possibly a warming trend as we get into the middle of next week, where you can see some of these readings getting into the mid to upper 70s. Right now, Chalice, your high temperature forecast is actually 80 as we get out to next Wednesday. And you can see places like Pocatello, upper 70s, Shoshone, same thing. So first thing I wanted to show you there. The other thing we'll look at is precipitation. So we're going to throw another chart up here This is very similar. So again, down here, here's the same cities listed on the left-hand side of the chart. So you can pick out one or two that you're interested in. And as we go across the top from left to right, we walk through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the next 5 days. And each column of numbers here is a time step. So here we have 6 a.m. Thursday, that's today, noon today, 6 p.m. today. As we go into Friday, midnight, 6 a.m., noon, 6 p.m. So we're just walking through the forecast here as we move forward. Main observation here is we look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can see a lot of nothing as far as actual numbers listed on this chart, but also a few ones, some twos, some fives. That's your percent chance of rain. So we're really only looking at a 0 to about 5% chance of rain, depending on where you're located here, all the way out through Sunday. Those are really, really small numbers. Again, that is a dry forecast that we are expecting here right through the weekend. If you look all the way over to the right here, as we go into Monday, 12 a.m., 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. Across the course of the day here on Monday, start to see some larger numbers appear here. So this is the day that we're going to be watching for some shower potential, at least based on our current forecast. And you can see a few higher numbers here, 18, 21, 17. This is for Driggs. This is for Du Bois. Come down here to Island Park, that you see some 25s. Again, that's your chance of rain. So we're looking at about a 15 to 25% chance of rain, chance of at least some shower activity there during the course of the day on Monday. And again, those highest numbers are as you look up toward the Island Park area and the Northeast Highlands. Many other areas, though, on Monday currently holding at less than 10%. So we'll see how these numbers trend over the next few days, but point being, warming trend by the middle of next week, certainly possible. And Monday, looking at your next best chance of a few showers for at least some of you out there in our Southeast Idaho forecast area. We'll wrap up here by looking at some outlooks. So this is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook looking ahead here, September 24th to 28th. And you can see lots of oranges here across the western United States. That means that we are favoring above normal temperatures for this time of year as we look throughout that period. At the same time, precipitation outlook is brown. That means we are looking at the odds favoring below normal precipitation. So that's kind of supporting the idea here that we're trending just a little bit warmer, at least eventually, and we're not seeing a lot in the way of precipitation here locally for our forecast area. We're going to see almost an identical picture here as we advance forward into the 8 to 14 day period. This goes all the way out through October 2nd. Again, the odds favor us leaning above normal on temperatures for this time of year and below normal on precipitation for this time of year. So the day-to-day details will vary, and of course we'll continue to bring those to you here in the briefing, but certainly looking like a warm and dry bias here as we go over the next week or two. And that's what we've got for you this morning. If you have questions, comments, concerns, of course, feel free to reach out to us here at the office 24/7. Everyone have an outstanding Thursday.